The Dyatlov Pass incident. They ran from their tent half naked in the dead of winter. But from what? In February 1959, 9 experienced Russian hikers led by Igor Dyatlov set out to explore the Ural Mountains. These were not amateurs. They were trained students of the Ural Polytechnical Institute. But something went terribly wrong. Days later, searchers found their abandoned tent, cut open from the inside. Scattered footprints led into the snow, barefoot or in socks. The bodies were found up to a mile away, some nearly naked, others with severe injuries, crushed skulls, broken ribs, and one woman missing her eyes and tongue. Yet there were no signs of struggle or animal attack. Even stranger, some clothes tested positive for radiation, the official Soviet cause of death, an unknown compelling force. Over the decades, theories ran wild. Avalanche, secret military testing, infrasound-induced panic, Yeti attack, even alien abduction. But none fully explained the bizarre injuries, the way the bodies were spaced, or the eerie silence left behind. In 2021, Russian authorities closed the case again, blaming a slab avalanche. Most experts remain unconvinced. To this day, no one knows what truly happened on that snowy slope. The Dyatlov Pass remains one of the most terrifying unsolved mysteries in history. The silent twins. They only spoke to each other. Then one of them died, so the other could live. June and Jennifer Gibbons were born in 1963 in Barbados, but raised in Wales. From early childhood, they were inseparable and eerily silent. They developed their own private language and refused to speak to anyone else, not even their parents or teachers. As they grew older, their behavior became more bizarre. They mirrored each other's actions exactly. They would take turns breathing. If one ate, the other refused. Their diaries revealed chilling thoughts, dark fantasies, violence, and disturbing obsessions. At 18, they were arrested for a string of petty crimes and sent to Broadmoor Hospital, a high-security psychiatric facility, where they remained for 11 years. During that time, the twins reportedly made a pact. One of them had to die so the other could be free. In 1993, just before their release, Jennifer suddenly collapsed and died of acute myocarditis, an inflammation of the heart. She was 29. No drugs, poison, or trauma were found. Her heart just stopped. After Jennifer's death, June began speaking normally for the first time in her life. She now lives quietly in the UK. Some believe the twins had a deep psychic connection. Others think they were suffering from a rare form of shared psychosis. Either way, their story haunts psychologists to this day. The Tallman bunk bed haunting. It wasn't the house that was cursed, it was the bunk bed. In 1987, the Tallman family of Horicon, Wisconsin, bought a used bunk bed at a secondhand shop. That's when the nightmare began. The children began seeing a red-eyed figure in their room at night. A radio turned on by itself, speaking backwards. The garage door slammed shut repeatedly with no wind. One child claimed to see fire in his room. Doors opened and closed on their own. One night, the father heard a voice scream his name from the garage. When he ran in, no one was there. But the room was freezing cold. They called in a pastor, who confirmed something evil was in the home. The family fled the house and burned the bed. After that, the activity stopped. The case was featured in an Unsolved Mysteries episode in 1988. But the story was so disturbing that NBC pulled it from rotation for decades. Some believe the bunk bed was the vessel, possibly linked to something ritualistic or demonic. Others think it was mass hysteria. To this day, no new reports have come from that house. But the bunk bed, no one knows what happened to the ashes.